My favourite memory's got to be after the symposium. So a group of us organised this symposium, which happens in October, and it was really great moment after that was finished and learning about how everybody had really grown throughout their placements and what they'd learned. And then afterwards, when everything was finished and you could decompress and you could really see like, oh, like this had been such a big moment. And then after that, having that celebration of that time afterwards, as well as being able to interact with a lot of the individuals who'd been on placement that year, and to be able to say, oh, like I also had that experience during my placement. So I'd say that's really my favorite experience.
Being part of the team, like every week we would come together and we would talk with everyone, get to catch up, and bond with them in ways that is really hard to do as when you're in academics. So it was really nice to be able to bond with them, just to be, I think, just even sitting down at the table and just looking at everything and what everyone's doing with their learnings, not only in their placement, but then also in school and where they're hoping to go. I think those are the memories that I'm going to remember most.
My favorite memory is probably the symposium that we did in October. We as a team put a lot into planning and did this wine and cheese night after, where the presenters got to speak with and communicate with people who had watched them present,
and to have it be almost completely volunteer-led was just really exciting.
I think the biggest way I've grown is actually in being able to talk and articulate what it means to engage in international development, as well as exploring my own ethics and understandings and values. So for me, I really struggled to articulate that and to say what did I do on my placement and what didn't I do, and how could I improve and how can I reflect on that. And so being part of the team enables me to continue going on with that process of reflection and being able to think about my values and my ethics and talk about international development in a way that makes me feel like I'm expressing what I really mean. So I think that's my biggest growth, is that communication aspect of that.
For me at least, I remember coming back, or even just before going to the place and being really unconfident, and sometimes I still do feel very unconfident with the things I'm doing, whether it's part of the office or not, but I'm really thankful for Tam, who's really helped me to push my own boundaries and to help me reflect on my ways of thinking and to question it, because that has allowed me to push my own personal boundaries and think and try to be more resilient in my engagements with other people and the work that I'm doing. So definitely confidence for me, with the support of Tam as well as this team.
I think before this team, I've always sort of had groups or teams that it's been good sometimes and really tricky other times, and kind of hard to invest and care, because it was why are we going through this trouble, whereas with this team it was we're all here for a reason, and we all really appreciated what this office did for us and our placements, and we all really want to carry that out in some way. And I think there was a lot of growth for me in seeing how a group of people can work together and care about one thing, and it can really come to light in a way that is tangible and exciting, and I guess showed me that working in a group is definitely a reality, and sometimes it can be really difficult. It can also be a really rewarding experience, especially if people are respectful and interested.
I think being part of the SLT is an opportunity to really think outside the box as a student, in terms of some of the different projects we're working on are very new developments within our office, and a lot of them have never been done before, so it's very exploratory and it's very thinking on your feet. So I think personally, being on the team every week has taught me to really be on my A game and think really critically about the things that we're trying to accomplish, and how to keep an academic lens when trying to brainstorm, for example, how to put on a focus group, or how to work within some of the different areas within our office. And I think it's been really beneficial to me personally to continue to try to engage with that academic lens in projects that don't necessarily have scholarly work always attached to them, in a classroom setting.